Alright, so this is what the board looks like now. If you remember looking at the units, they're all there. This is about halfway-ish through a year, give or take. So we spent probably an hour posturing to this position, building walls. Blue player stole a bunch of sheep down here because controlling resources is very important when they are limited. But purple is going to get rid of all because this is kind of in the way to have them down. So.
All right, so we're going to start on the blue side here. They're contained in this area. We're about halfway through the game, and on the purple side will be this player, and they are in this area here. We're going to start with the harvest phase.
And due to the playthrough to get to this point, we are out of sheep food, so we are stuck with bread and foraging. So let's see, you have 1, 2, 3.
So when a player does their harvest they take account of every single one of the settlements, trees, fields, and if there were sheep left on the board, pastures. For every settlement, you get a certain amount of bread per harvest. Spring and fall, you get 1 bread. Summer, you get 2. I googled when does wheat produce its harvest. Apparently, they make wheat that will yield every single season. So we just chose summer as it's. You've been playing long enough. It doesn't matter yet, but it's still in your best interest to start stockpiling as early as possible.
All right, the current resource storage for both after the harvest phase is going to be 6 bread, 10 sheep, and 12 wood for the purple side, and then 6 bread, 7 wood, and 10 sheep for the blue side. Currently, purple has more food and more resource, right? Yes, to build things with.
So it's your turn for your action.
Yes. I'm not gonna build, I'm just gonna move, so.
So blue will build. Do you want to move?
No, I'm not gonna build.
He's not.
You're not going to build? Not going to build? Do you want to
I'm not going to build either.
Not going to build. Okay.
All right, so I'll just move.
So we're now
You
going
go
to
first.
move.
So I think I did it last. Okay.
This could be a lot to update at once.
Yeah.
So just to update everyone on what's going on verbally, Blue has moved their troops back from the little stronghold they have on the opposite side of the map, and Purple is moving in to pressure them on that side as well, and Blue is trying to consolidate their forces more so towards their wall on their side of the map. You want me to update?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's such a disconnect standing 5 feet away from it.
Okay. This is going to be a struggle.
Because I keep explaining, well,
So I'm going to attack
All right.
with my cav, my half-step cav, my infantry.
So what's that? 2,
alright,
3,
so the way
4.
combat works, if you remember that little chart? Play reach. Play reach.
What's on the back?
Yeah.
So, this lovely little chart has 1 through 6. Each one of these columns is a ratio. So you will take the attack strength of every unit and put it up against the attack strength of your defending, the opponent's defending unit.
No, you have the one.
And it'll
you
be
have
a
your half
ratio
step, one is that
as you
area.
round down
Because it's half
typically.
step.
So you are attacking.
And you roll a dice.
That half step.
And then if you look at the chart, if it says EX, you exchange, so both units get damaged, units can retreat,
4 to 1.
the attacker can get damaged, it scales all the way from a -3 ratio, if it's more like attacking uphill in the winter, to a 6-to-1 ratio, if, you know, they're already damaged and you're just gonna completely stop grabbing them. Going more to the harvest while they're rolling.
Which one?
Because the attack phase takes a while to stack.
Yeah, with
5 different attacks. You
We'll
have to
just
do all of the math,
because I can't.
all the rolls, all of the outcomes. So, forest give you wood build wall. The little settlements give you bread, and foraging we'll get to when they have their first.
So the way that he moved, I have a half-step cavalry being attacked by 2 full-step cavalry and 1 half-step, so I'm getting outnumbered 4-1. And based on the dice roll, my defender is eliminated when he attacks, so I lose completely one of my pieces.
That's been so long getting these units in there that you're like,
All right.
And then in my turn.
So when he said half step, you remember looking at
Purple ends
the
turn.
units? There's the red border
Yeah,
units.
You're
That
done.
indicates that they are damaged, and you have the option to,
So
at
now
the beginning of your next
we
turn, keep
restart.
them and you put them
So
back to their full
recuperation
strength,
phase.
or just not, and then they're gonna die quicker. Do you spend the food or not? And that little corner of the map, their whole goal wasn't to survive, they were just there to rob the sheep, and then whatever happens after it happens. Sacrifice.
So to start the next turn, I get to start with recuperation, so I'm get to also forage for food if I don't want to use all of my food based on a dice roll. So. Oh, it is on here. 6, so 2, which means I get 1, 2, 3, 6. Those are fine. Which means I have to use 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll use 4 sheep.
4 sheep.
Keep everyone in half step.
And then you've explained everything like
So based on the dice roll, depending on what hex you're in, if you get between like a 3 and a 6, or a 2 and a 6, if you're in the forest, you can forage and keep your troops full step. If not, you have to use food to keep them full step or let them drop down to half step. I chose to use 4 sheep for the troops that were not in the forest because I rolled a 2.
Okay. Sure.
Recuperation. Six. So then I want to use my my sheep for the ones that are not in the forest as well.
How much?
3 to 6 in the fields too.
Hmm?
It's 3 to 6 in the field as well.
Okay,
So you're fine.
So you don't have to spend any food.
got it.
No, so you have 6. That's good. That works for everyone.
All right, so now
I'm good to
Harvest.
yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
So when he talks about foraging and all
6
the
wheat.
fun
6
stuff,
wheat.
the whole point of the game is also starvation. So instead of having to outright spend food that you have stockpiled in the seasons, actually on all seasons, you can have a chance to be able
Oh,
to
it's the same
forage,
thing as
which is just
So,
picking and eating
6
small berries.
second.
I don't know,
No,
squirrel. They did that stuff back then.
So
Um,
12.
But
How much
as
food?
the seasons dwindle towards
8
winter,
wood.
you have less and less chance to find stuff because what
God,
berry
it's such a
grows
habit.
in mid-December?
I'm going to
So-
Like bardock.
7.
And you have a 1 in 6 chance to be able to get just outright fed
3
in winter.
4, 5.
It scales up to like a 50%
So that- how much
chance
do I
in the
spend?
spring, and it just slowly decreases down to 1 in 6.
Should
You
I
are
read
meant
the
to
resources?
starve in the winter so you have a
No.
stockpile resources.
Are you guys going to build?
Supply chains are important.
I'm not gonna build.
Not gonna
If you did
build?
take time in the early game,
Not
I'm moving too much.
you lose like half
Fair
of
enough.
it.
Okay, so we move on to the movement phase, but we'll wait until he's done.
Yeah.
All right, they have both collected. They've both decided not to build. We are going to move into the movement phase. Blue and purple. No, blue go first.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. He's going to try and exit his light infantry, his cavalry, which are over there, on the bottom side of the map, away from danger.
Didn't know. Didn't give it to me else where it is.
He's not going to move anything else. Purple is going to then
Move that one there,
capture the settlement with his half-step cavalry.
and then move the field.
Oh, is that a field?
And then I'm going to.
That's a seven.
That's a 7.
Oh, fuck. My bad. Then I'm going to move the hoplite in and then attack the, with my commander, a light troop, and a hoplite, attack the
And
cavalry.
after that turn, we'll cut it.
So
Or after you attack, we'll cut it.
So
Okay.
6, 7.
So they're attacking.
Whatever.
Is it
7, 4.
7?
Round down.
Oh, someone did that.
7
Just 6 to 4.
So it should just be 1 to 1.
No, it's 2 to 1.
2 to 1.
2 to 1, whatever. 2.
You rounding up or rounding down? Because if it's 7 to 4, then you round up and it's 2.
Yeah,
You
we'll
round
call
up.
it 2 to 1. That
All
works.
right, 2 to 1. 1.
That's tough.
You lose 1 step. I'm fine.
Yeah.
So all yours go to half steps.
That's GG right
And
there.
that sucks.
Alright, so, as you can see in the 15 minutes we had, so in the amount of time we played, like, not much happens. It is a very slow boil game, but once these two are forced to like start trading blows because they're gonna die if they don't get food, the game really doesn't pick up. But it's a work to get there. Yeah, we've already gone over our design journal and what we plan on improving. And with that, I think we can move on.